Hey gents, Amersil here. I thought I'd throw this game replay up for you to look at. In the event that you are unfamiliar with the United States Tier 9 destroyer Benham, it has 4 torpedo launchers that reload pretty quickly. It helps if you have a captain with enough skill points to really be able to take advantage of that, which I do. And I think this makes a good example of how I have been most successful with this ship, which isn't to say that there aren't other ways to play it that are at least as effective or better. But this is what's worked for me. I'll be contesting this cap. We do have an enemy CV that I'll have to keep an eye on, and I, at the beginning of the game, presume that there will be at least one destroyer that'll come to this side. So my goals here are to contest the cap. That's the primary function, and I can see I've got an Iowa, a Bismarck, and a Cleveland who, so far, and it turns out continuously, do move up to support, which I really appreciated. So I want to get into the cap as quickly as I can. I want to start throwing torpedoes ahead of the possible approach of an enemy destroyer. I want to harass enemy destroyers, and I want to try and limit the ability of the capital ships on the enemy team to put shells on my hull. So, toward that end, I am throwing out some preemptive torps in what I consider the likely heading of an approaching enemy destroyer. And some, hey, why not, long-range torpedoes at an approaching battleship. Now I'm going to move into a position to allow myself, hopefully, to remain unspotted. And it's about this time, I think, that I see the enemy Mahan, who is just at a real disadvantage here. He's up-tiered pretty heavily, and his detection radius is such that he's really going to struggle here, even if he's a good player. So, a couple things that you'll notice. I try to limit the amount of time that my ship is broadside to the likely trajectory of enemy torpedoes. It's not to say that I never show my broadside, but I try to do it at times that I think there are probably under reload. The enemy torpedoes are under reload. And I try to position as much as possible away from the enemy location so that I can accelerate and allow myself a little bit more room to maneuver to avoid torpedoes. Now, just in an effort to try to get back into position to be able to drop torpedoes that might land on something, I had to kind of nose in there for a second. And I'm taking advantage of the Mahan's 2-minute smoke by throwing torpedoes into that, across that, at approaching battleships. And from this point forward, I will just I'll just step aside and let you watch the game. I'd love to hear your feedback about what you think of the ship, what you think of the way that I played the ship, and any other comments you have would be greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot for watching.
Smoke generator started.
Destroyed an enemy battleship.
Torpedoes to start. Smoke screen set. direct front. Torpedoes, dead ahead.